Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. Today we have a review request from a player over on the European West server, Silver 2, and this is a Nunu game he has sent for me to review. So, looking at his OPGG here, as we can see, he's currently Silver 2, was Silver 3 last season. Played a fair, decent amount in the preseason here. Let's look at his Season 20 ranked. So we surprisingly have actually played almost the same amount in the preseason than we have the entire Season 20 last season, which is pretty good actually, pretty promising. It looks like you're starting to actually make some take rank seriously. We got a 79% win rate with Nunu, playing really well with that. Looks like you abused the Mumu a bit, potentially the last patch. Looking very promising. This shows me signs of someone that could potentially get to at least platinum next season if you keep this up, playing these amount of ranked games. And if you keep mastering this Nunu, this is looking really good. I'm excited to review this game. So, yeah, pretty good. A lot of Nunu games in here, some wins, some losses. Some normal games in here. Looks like maybe you'll train Nunu, but I love more ranked. I mean, again, let's just look at this straight up. You've played almost the same amount of ranked games in Season 10 as you did preseason. So this is in 2 weeks. You played the same amount in 10 months. So if we can keep this up, I think you have a pretty promising trajectory here. So let's keep this up. Alright, so review here. Yep, finished Silver 3, 45, LP, currently Silver 2. He's literally climbing in the preseason. Almost had the same amount of ranked games in preseason, the entire Season 10. Let's keep that going. On track to start properly climbing in Season 11. Definitely on track for that. Again, as we can see here, your Nunu's already doing very well in ranked games here. Alright, so this is the request that he submitted here. Describe why he felt like he won or lost the game. As Nunu, I try to focus on ganking early with Scuttle Crab speed. Definitely a very good tactic, very strong. Nunu can do that really well, utilizing the river speed as well as water walking room. I feel like I managed to snowball, no pun intended, the game enough through my bot lane, but I feel like it was too close, especially in the mid game. Any specific moments of the game wants me to focus on? Early game, pre-6, and the transition from early to mid, that's where I feel like I did most of my mistakes. Great, we can look at that. Which lane did I identify as win condition? I wanted to play around bot lane since in my experience trying to crush a Kayle in lane phase doesn't do much, as she can still farm up in the mid game and carry late. I may be wrong in that. Yes, my initial reactions, especially as Nunu, I've dived Kayles over and over again with very strong laners like Camille's or Renekton, and that's actually my win condition. Kayle being 0 and 8 and not even getting close to scaling is a very actually good win condition. So sometimes that's a trap mindset people get into as well, you know. You got to be able to dive in. Nunu's a very good dive champion. Obviously, if you're playing something like, I don't know, what jungler struggles to dive? I mean, I think you can dive it with pretty much any champion, to be honest. Again, but you need a strong laner as well. Like if I've got like a super weak early top lane champ, an example maybe being Vlad or something like that. I mean, even Vlad you can dive. Kale's easy to dive. I think you can definitely set him behind, but you want to be able to keep going there if that's the case, to make sure it really doesn't scale. You don't just go there once and leave him. Also, I feel like Jin's had the most carry potential. Alright, so let's look at the comps now. So, we actually have a Teemo into Kayle top. Oof. Still potential. I mean, Teemo's sort of a counter to champs like, you know, Caitlyn and stuff like that. Even Jin to an extent. Obviously denies auto attacks. You got a Yone mid. Obviously I talk about this in my Nunu guide here. Love playing around AD mid laners. Champs like Yasuo, Yone. These are really good champs to play around. And you have a Jinx, Zara bot lane versus Jhin Pantheon. Okay, so you can do a lot this game. I actually think you can play around all 3 lanes. This is actually rare. I think this is actually an excellent Nunu game, partly as well because you just hard out scale by stacking armor here. 80, 80, 80, 80. Try not let enemy Kayle get out of control. Maybe one gank there is actually potentially fine if you see it overextending. Again, I don't think Teemo's too bad into this team comp, and sort of Teemo actually does alright into Kayle as well in a way, because I mean, cancels all auto attacks. So Teemo's a weird win con. I wouldn't make him just your win con. I definitely would path bot, because bot lane getting out of control I think is the only way I get this game gets out of hand in terms of the early game where I can't potentially carry it. Let's say Pantheon Jhin just are like 10-0 or something like that and Set's helping them. So definitely would path the bot. I'll just do a red Krugs Raptors, look for the level 3 bot. I talked about this with Hayden. He likes to do this path a lot if he's looking to pressure bot, get all these top camps off the map, and then come down bot and level 3. But overall, I think this is a very good Nunu game. A lot to play around. I think you can impact all 3 lanes. It's going to be really how you feel, how the game plays out. It's going to be a lot about what happens after this. Adapt after this. So let's say if you try and go bot and they both die, then maybe you need to go top and then kill top. You know, go for top grab or something like that. So be very flexible. The league's all about adapting, being flexible. But overall, I'll definitely focus bot. I think you've nailed, hit the nail on the head with what you're identifying as the win con there. Alright, recommended runes here. You went Celerity. I think Absolute Focus is actually a lot better on Nunu. I talk again about this with Hayden in his interview. He prefers going this as well. The way I think about this is, most of the time when I'm ganking on Nunu, I'm higher than 70% health. If you're coming in, getting a W, you can do serious damage, especially going the Dark Seal. If you've had a really good early game into Magi's, you do serious damage with Absolute Focus. Again, just one-shotting people. And then what you do is you max W second. Again, I talk about this in my Hayden interview. You can watch that. He's an EUS Challenger player. And then secondary here, definitely go Triumph, Tenacity. These boots are so good into the enemy team here, but they also have some form of CC, you know, Kate Traps, Pantheon, Jin, W as well. So definitely want the Tenacity, but I also must get these Plated Steel Caps, which is Ninja Tarbs from last season. So other than that, the only thing I'll change in your runes is just Absolute Focus, purely because I just prefer it right now. Celerity's still fine, but I think Absolute Focus makes gives you more snowball potential. Again, no pun intended. All right, so let's take a look at the game now, and let's look at his early to mid game he wanted us to focus on. Alright, so getting into the game here. Looks like Nunu here is quickly tabbing, checking what smite he should take. Takes the red smite. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. This is actually not too easy to decide. You are playing against a Panth set. Red smite's probably good against them. Blue smite goods against these 3 champs, right? Set jungle doesn't get that strong. And you never want to be just sitting there auto-attacking, whacking him anyway as Nunu. You sort of just want to run around him in circles, so I'm not really going to be fighting with Set. It might be okay for Pantheon, but I feel like Blue Smite's much better this game. I'll definitely go Blue Smite, making sure that these guys aren't going anywhere. And I'm just going to be running on top of them, getting, you know, my E route there, and then getting a nice ult off. So I think Red Smite's a bit of a mistake here, because I'm not going to be dueling Set anyway. I'm just going to ignore him and just get lanes ahead. Alright, so coming out here to place a ward on the other side, because it looks like he wants to start red. Again, definitely would start red. I'll do red Krugs Raptors this game. This ward's fine, but ideally, again, remember I talk about this in a lot of my Nunu videos. The only way to counter Nunu is by doing a late invade on his red. Teemo's warded this already for you, but you know, you don't really know if he's going to do that. Outer base, I just love to just ward this, know if there's any invades or late invades, like literally straight out of base. I don't even wait for like 50 seconds and then do this little base trick. Literally out of base, ward this, reset straight away, come back on here with Sweeper, because this ward is only useful until I get my red buff, and it's fine if you place it at like 30-40 seconds. Because it also helps as well if the enemy team does some sort of late invade here. You know, they could easily with Pantheon set, I mean, not late invade, like out of base, they invade straight away. They never know if you've warded that, and you have a huge information advantage over them. It's probably not going to happen that much in this elo, but taking that into consideration, if you ever die in your red buff, it's because you didn't ward that situation there. And I feel like it's the only way to shut down a Nunu. And I'm never worried about someone like going red taking my blue. I mean, you know, even if it's a Kindred or something, I don't really care. I just do red Raptors, Gromp, and you know, I'm still fine to just do stuff on the map. You know, I'll just go take Kindred's Raptors after that. You know, I can trade something for it. I feel like Kindred just lose too much tempo for that sort of stuff. All right, so we do red. We do Raptors, yep, so already our paths have differed here. I'll definitely be wanting to do Krugs and looking bot. Be very laser, so as well as I'm walking to bot here, laser focused on where they've warded. So I know, you know, if they've warded this, do I need to walk around this way, or is it fine based on lane state I can just walk through here? Really important information. Okay, the other thing as well, and this is what I usually do in low elo, where's the enemy jungler started? Where's the enemy jungler started? Where's the enemy jungler started? Oh, interesting. Bot lane showed up. Where's the enemy top lane? Where's the enemy top lane? Where's enemy top lane? He just shows up there. Check Kale's mana. Right now, Set's looks like he started blue. It's your responsibility as a jungler to ping this. This is really important information because if you are looking to gank bot here, you need to be prepared for Set. I'm not saying that you just need to like concede bot now, no, not at all, but you need to, in your mind, you need to visualize the fights playing out with knowing that Set could maybe come. So this is really important stuff. This could literally lose you a game. I mean, you're so disadvantaged. It's basically just coin flip whenever you just don't know where the enemy jungler started. Because I want to be looking to contest crabs. I want to be doing everything. Alright, so remember, looking at mid as well, because I could maybe do a level 3 gank mid. And remember how I said Caitlyn's pushing? It looks like she's pushing just from the way minimap. Yone's not hitting CS, so she's getting zoned. Bot lane still hasn't watered. Yeah, so this is a 4 camp path. You would be ganking bot right now. I love 3 camp. It's so much better on Nunu. I don't like this 4 camp business. Again, it would have been so much more efficient for you to do Krugs because Krugs gives the most experience of God on the map, especially once it starts to level up. And getting level 1 Krugs off the map is so important to start really, making sure that you're still very healthy in terms of experience and gold. So we are looking mid here. You've just done a 5 camp as Nunu. I can't remember the last time I 5 camped as Nunu, honestly. There's almost always something to do after 3 camps, even 4 camps. Like, you could be ganking Caitlyn right now, to be honest. Actually, I probably want you to be ganking bot here. I think your bot lane's still full HP here. It looks like the cannon wave's coming up right now, so we need to take that into consideration. Set, remember, could be around. But I think we could have definitely looked to comfortably ganked bot at this point. So, very rarely if I'm 5 camping, it means I had 0 options. You had, I think, mid and bot as options here. Unless you're that scared of the Set, but I don't think you know where Set is, right? Okay, Set actually just shows up here. Oh, he actually look at the crab, but you guys just gank bot because Set just walks top. You just kill Panth. Good target selection. Just kill the Panth. Don't worry about going Jhin. Alright, so think about this right now. I can already tell it's going bad. Set's obviously going to be reacting to this, and here comes Set. And you're dead here. Okay, you're not dead. You flash. Oh my god. Alright, so Set decided to just ditch you and go for that. Oh wow, okay, this is interesting. Oh, you're just gonna pop this guy. Nice. Alright, let's not worry about this. This looks like it works, but this is just coin flip, low elo, League of Legends in a nutshell right here. But we want to make sure you have solid decision making. Remember how I said before, again, you obviously don't know where Set is, and this is very common for silver players, lower elo junglers. They're not looking at where the enemy jungler started at all. Me, the way I play this, I'm coming down here. This is good. Hit Pantheon, all good. Pantheon flashes, heal. As soon as that's done, I'm out. Because I know Set's here. I can't continue committing to this. So right now, all you're going to do is you're going to back off, and I wouldn't even reset. I'll still hang around bot. Maybe you can potentially go for another gank, but obviously bot crab's going to be gone because you don't have any priority there. You're not going to have any priority bot. It's going to be, maybe you could snag it actually. What I'll probably do here is actually walk around here, check the crab, because Set maybe just got off the crab and tried to come help here. You could maybe even quickly just get that crab. You know, you're very good at Nunu to sneak crabs like that. Nunu's probably the only champ I'd recommend that. Otherwise, I'm just going to go straight to top crab. So you should have died here. You just get away with this because Set just tries to solo kill the Jinx. And there's no way he has the damage to kill Jinx right there. So, very lucky. And this is just this works by luck. This is huge mistake. And again, all it comes down to not understand where Set started. This is why this is just coin flip League of Legends. This is where inconsistency in your gameplay creates your rank. This is why you're going to struggle to climb because you're doing coin flip plays like this. And I mean, it looks like I can't even say you're struggling to climb because you have 70% win rate with Nunu. But if we want to make sure we're getting to the platinums and stuff very quickly, just fix up this decision making. Alright, so as we can see here, we kill Set. Alright, so the first thing, as soon as Set dies here, the first thing you need to think right now, instantly in my mind, okay, well first tab, I want to know if he's done his Raptors or not. And secondly, where's he going? Oh, this is the most important thing. Where's he going to go out of base? So, I mean, firstly, what I'm thinking here is how to survive. I survive. I survive, I'm out of here. Okay, where's Set going out of base? He's going to go topside because he's going to assume that bot crab's gone. So this is important because what this will help us do is decide whether we want to go for a double crab, but also you need to tab to check if he hasn't done raptors, because Set doesn't really like to do raptors. That's not very good raptor clearer. I mean, he's not too bad, but again, Sets like to just do 3 camp because it's so quick, or he could have done blue, gromp, wolves, red, but I just don't know that because you haven't tabbed at all here. So you go for a mid gank. Okay, so why does... You do get the summoner spot. Okay, I like that you're utilizing this. Look at how Caitlyn's hugging. This is not the best gank, I'll be honest. She's hugging topside. She knows you're in bot river. You know, she's still a range champ. I mean, it's fine, get the heal, but I would have just gone for the double crab there. Again, because I know that Set's going to be topside. Who cares about this? Go for the crab. She already knows you're here. This war's going to expire. Crab, quick, crab. And then we go, there's Set. Again, got the crab, and it's probably going to kill Teemo here. So interesting. You could have prevented the Teemo dying here. You could have double crab this. Set would have less crab. There's so much that could have happened this better early game here if, again, you had solid decision making. Really just all around tracking Set. Putting yourself in Set's shoes. What would Set do in these situations? Alright, so you do Krogs. And... Oh, that's a very good technique. This is what I talk about. You just don't hit these at all, and they just die to the burn with Snowball, and you just charge up for your Raptors. This is really good. I talk about this in my... Hayden actually taught me this tip in my interview I did with him. So that's really cool. We have 1600 gold. Reset, play around bot side. Nice. A little bit indecisive on that. You probably wasted 2-3 seconds there. You maybe think I'm being hard on that, but it's important. Every second counts in League of Legends. Every millisecond counts. So a bit more decisive to go to bot there. Alright, so I always will build Dark Seal. If I can, my best case scenario buy here is Barmy Cinder, Boots, and a Dark Seal. So get Dark Seal, have Snowball carry potential. Again, no pun intended. So yeah, Dark Seal is just so good because if you get on the map, get like 7-8 stacks of Dark Seal, get Magi's, you're doing so much damage. Again, combined with Absolute Focus, you're basically like a carry. You're doing so much damage. So out of base, you go to Gromp. Looking again at posture in bot right now. I mean, I like that you're pathing bot, but looks like Pantheon's potentially watered this. The way he moves, again, from here. Again, you need to be paying attention to where the enemy team's watered, because that just changes the way that I gank. All right, look at mid here. Mid's heavy trading. Mid's getting ganked. That's fine, though. Actually, we can just come bot here. Ooh, bit of a juke by them, but that's still fine. You force Jhin to go into Zara, get the kill. And this is really good. This is what this is the way you want to be using Snowball. It's like just block off his path, block off his path. Sometimes you can aim it a little bit better where you try and hit him on the edge here. But this is the right move if you're trying to kill Jhin, right? If you're trying to kill Pantheon, this is obviously a bad Snowball. But I think quickly just killing Jhin here is the right move. So this is really good. Like this a lot. Cool, cool, cool. Can we take Dragon off this? Set shows bot now. Good patience. Alright, probably wouldn't have W there again. Set's just going to dodge that. It's short range Ws are too easy to dodge. They're not ideal. You want a big fat W there. I'll just run up to him and just sort of push him out, to be honest. Because then I would love to have W there. Because what I would love to do right now is I would have kept walking up, then done another big W down here, and then caught these guys here. And again, you did a short range W. Short range Ws are almost always unnecessary unless you want to lock down someone. So like, okay, I mean, you probably should have helped the Zara there. That was pretty not good of you there. I mean, we could have easily blocked that ult. She's standing still. We could have pathed a little bit better here. I mean, obviously you tried to cancel it with W, but again, I'm not even thinking of W here. Again, just walk up here. Just E onto her. You don't have W. Walking back. We easily kill this. We collapse on them. We got Jinx. It's 2v3. Okay. Alright, pop your potions as well. Always be popping your potions in these fights. You have potions. Always try and be healthy. The healthier you are, the better. Oh, this is probably not good. Alright, so you actually sort of bait your Jinx there. So let's just analyze this right here. This is understanding your damage limits as Nunu. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Alright, as soon as Pantheon shows here, you can no longer kill this. You don't have Phase Rush anymore. That's cool. Right now, I'm instantly backing off. I know that it's going to take at least 2 auto attacks for this. I mean, ideally you're popping your health potions. But Pantheon's just going to stun me. I literally can't get 2 auto attacks in here. It's impossible. Because Pantheon just stuns me and he runs away like we do here. So this sort of just team fight and assessing. This is actually more advanced stuff you're going to have to get a feel for the more you play Nunu. Again, we can't expect you to have Champion Mastery on Nunu. You don't have, hundreds of games yet played on it. But those situations, as much as it sucks that he's like survives on, 10% health, 5% health, you need to understand I just can't kill him. Nunu doesn't do much damage after he's like snowballed into someone, done his Q. So it's just assessing fights again. Pop him health potions. Always pop health potions as you're fighting. During fights, before fights. If you're not full HP, you're popping health pots. So you take the crab here. All your top camps are up. We actually have good vision, so we actually know, unless Set could have maybe taken your topside camps for showing bot here. So definitely considering right now, like you're going to start falling behind. Okay, so no, so Set's here, Set dies. So that's all good, all good, all good. Yeah, I'll be thinking right now to not even do my bot camps, actually. So what I'll do here, again, because if me showing bot here, it gives permission for Set to literally potentially run straight into topside jungle right now and take my camps. So right now, I'll be actually resetting. Don't even worry about this. And then create an efficient jungle path around my bot side. So clear from top to bot and then gank bot again and then take dragon. I mean, or you could actually just do a full clear and clear up. I think because you'll be healthy enough as Nunu. Nunu, you can do this sort of stuff, but too low if you're Hecarim or something like that. So it's actually fine. Actually, this is probably the more efficient path because you don't have that much gold, 760 gold. So I'll just do, do crab and then probably path all the way up here and just defend your camps from Set if he's up there. Alright, so we do the crab here. And then we look in mid again. Oh, again. Kaylin has her E. Look at the wave, look at the wave, look at the wave. There's no reason for her to walk up here. She can safely farm in the safety of her tower. So this gank I already know is going to fail. This is really poor ganking. You have to look at the wave. Again, look at the way she's farming that wave. It's based on the positioning. That would be a great gank if the wave was here, but it's not. So you show on the map, don't really do anything with it. I mean, I guess you could be sort of there doing a pressure gank to try and get Rift Herald here. Pushing that mid wave. Hayden talks about pressure ganks again in my interview with him. So, yeah, that was fine. But again, I just wanted to identify why you can't kill Caitlyn there. It's actually not not possible. All right, what are we doing here? So remember, bot's our win con. I would not be looking top here at all. Again, you need to be doing your red Krugs, reset straight bot. Bot's your win con, bot's your win con. Kana jungling, any Kana jungling that happens not around your win con is usually not that worth it, to be honest. Oh, you could have... Can you cancel that? I'm pretty sure you could cancel that with your W. The CC cancels his ult, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm not even sure. Can someone correct me on that? I've never cancelled a Pantheon ult before. Because he always Pantheon ults out of vision. Alright, well, we kill these guys. Alright, cool. Well, a fight sort of breaks out. Bold Pantheon appears. Good, good, good. Lots of random stuff happens here. I mean, I'm actually surprised Pantheon's roaming it, in silver. That's more of like a high elo thing. Don't worry about Rift Herald here. I mean, you can't even get Rift Herald here. Look at your mid lane. It's just too difficult here. I know Kale's dead, but Kaelin could easily come here, sets around. Just do your red Krugs, reset bot. You have 2,200 gold. Breaking the Soul Tooth in here of taking a risky fight or objective with more than 1,500 gold in your inventory. Don't want to be doing this. And now a pointless fight's basically happening here. Again, you could have just done your red Krugs. This is such a big difference from lower elo junglers and high elo junglers because I mean, I would have, given your 206 right now, I would have like 80 CS. And there's actually a really, really good comment in actually one of my videos, my creating win condition video, the way I play Nunu. This guy, one of the top comments was really surprised about how much map impact I had and how much farm I had. And that's because I was creating efficient jungle paths around my win condition constantly. So again, we're just sort of just doing pointless fights. We haven't done our red. I don't think we've done our Krugs once this game. Or we've done it once, I think. But I would have had Krugs potentially 3 times this game, you know? So nothing really happens mid here. We take the red, sets here. Oh, always comes your red. You need to get this and get out real quick. Oh, we're going to get it. So close. All right, get out of here. You have 2,500 gold in inventory. You can't just auto attack a set like this. I know as much as you want to, but sets auto attacks do significantly more damage than yours. You're going to die here. Alright, again, fighting with 2,500 gold in your inventory. 2,500 gold lead at 11 minutes is insane. We want to be spending our gold there. So, again, we've missed our Raptors and Krugs. Our Bolin's just solo killing bot. Again, you could have taken Dragons at this point. You could have done so much more to impact this map. That double kill top was fine, sort of by circumstance, but as soon as that happens, who cares about Rift Herald? Red Krugs, go bot. You don't need Rift Herald to break towers this game. There's no need to even risk it at all. So you come down here, you get the dragon, take crab. Okay. He flashes. Just turn on Panth with ult and Zara. Pop your health potions. Remember, you're fighting. You're not full health. Every little bit of HP works. You still have 2 health bots. You sort of bait your Zara there. Again, the target selection there, I think, is not optimal. Again, as soon as you get that flash, you just need to understand, I don't really have... Just turn on Panth, you know? Like, I don't really have the damage to kill Jhin anymore. I mean, I guess Zara's there. She needs to hit something. Your E's coming up, I guess. I mean, you don't want to be walking over that trap at least. Yeah. Turn on Panth. I mean, you got to kill Zara there. She's not going to be a lot of your damage. You just flush away. You're going to survive here. Health potions. You only popped 1 there. Oh, Jinx is just popping off here. Alright, cool. Red smite him? Oh, he's dead here anyway. Alright, instantly what I'm thinking now, how can I create an efficient jungle path from my win condition bot? So, instantly thinking right now, Jinx is probably going to base. That gives me plenty of time to do red, Krugs, Raptors. Red, Gromp, blue, Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, Krugs, reset straight bot. Alright, what are we doing here? We're too much focus on ganking here. Who cares about mid right now? Okay? Don't worry about mid. Let's just create efficient... Again, you're so far behind in experience and gold right now. Given you have... I mean, you have 1 death, but you should easily... I'll be level 11 right now, you know? I mean, I'll be, like, definitely very close to level 11. Wasting time, because now you've lost so much momentum tempo. I mean, you'll be, like, finish your Raptors right now. Maybe you even need to reset off your Raptors and go bot. But, again, it's so inefficient here what you've done. You're just stuck on the map. Again, you're stuck on the map again with 1,500 gold or more in your inventory. Again, breaking the Soul to Sin. You've done that 3 times now. When you're here, you didn't identify it. When you fought set, and then now. Alright, so I think that's where we're going to end the review. I mean, actually, I think even now, I mean, you're sort of stuck on the map. I think you can actually kill bot right now. Yeah, right now you can actually just kill bot, I think, with Zara. You guys have ults. You have an ult coming up. I think you could have just killed that, to be honest. Alright, so that's all I'm going to go for this game. Let's go takeaway. Let's look at the dot points. Let's look at all the Cell 2 sins we broke this game and some key takeaways to leave with. Alright, so revisiting the request here, he says, as Nunu, I try to focus on ganking early with Scuttle Crab speed. I like that you did that a lot, but there's 2 components to it. I mean, utilizing that and then looking at minion waves. And there wasn't much of that happening. Again, a lot of our foul ganks on mid there because Caitlyn was just safely farming under tower. You weren't strong enough yet to dive Caitlyn, unfortunately. So, I feel like I managed to snowball the game through my bot lane. Not really. You didn't path efficiently around it at all. I mean, you did play around it, which was okay. I mean, that though some of the bot ganks, the target selection was incorrect. You should have backed off quicker. The execution around bot lane was not good enough. It was sort of just by chance, enemy team sort of just falling over themselves because, again, it's silver. If you want to be climbing here, we need to have much better fight and skirmishing and pathing a lot more efficiently around it. You could have got bot ahead better and path more efficiently all in one by just, you know, working on these aspects of your game. So yeah, we looked there, transition early to mid game. We should have been playing around our bot lane more. And you played around bot lane, which I think that was fun. That was good. Again, the enemy bot lane, that was the only way they won that game if the Pantheon Jhin got out of control. So match history here, essentially, yeah, they got, I mean, Jinx ended at 16-5. Teemo ended up doing well. I mean, this makes sense. Teemo was on an island and did well because Teemo's so good against their comp. That's why I said as well, I'm actually happy to play around Teemo as well. But playing around bot there was fine, just the way the game panned out. Again, instead I would have done red, Krugs, Raptors instead of Raptors. Red, Raptors, Wolves, Blue. I like Nunu as a 3-camp jungler to pressure the map as soon as possible. And then a lot of poor ganks were mid. So yeah, bot lane, carry, but didn't path efficiently around it at all. So these are the sins that we broke here. Not looking to see where the enemy jungler starts at 130. This is such a huge one. This sort of led to the potential huge chaos bot lane. Like it sort of looked like it worked out for you, but that should have gone real bad if Set just decided to turn on you. So many situations of not popping your health potions before or during a fight. Sitting on the map with around 1500 gold in inventory and taking a risky objective or fight. Again, that Rift Herald objective was completely unnecessary, which also ties into this one as well. Having a clear win condition and getting pulled off track by pings or to a pointless fight. And this was sort of those mid ganks, but also more just like the not pathing efficiently around. I mean, I also say when you were hanging around top was a little bit pointless. The counter jungling was pretty pointless as well, because again, it's not around your win condition. Beat counter jungle the side of your win condition. So these are the Soul 2 sins that you broke this game. Again, these are that I use with my coaching clients in my full Soul 2 program. If you want to read about that, go to my website, soul2.gg. Alright, so the key takeaways here. You went red smite. I think blue smite would have made it much better against these enemy ranged carries so they can't escape. All the threats this game were really ranged. Not respecting Set started blue at all. It was absolute coin flip bot gank there. Hoping Set didn't show up, which he obviously did. Not thinking about where the enemy jungler is going after they die. Missed a potential double crab opportunity there. Not thinking about, okay, Set just died bot river. That means he's going to go to top river. I can potentially double crab. Not understanding damage limits on Nunu. When you didn't back off there. Understanding Pantheon. Then I take 2-3 auto attacks to kill Jhin there. Pantheon's going to stun me. I don't want to bait my team. Back off. Definitely very good utilizing move speed, but not assessing minion waves for the ganks. Really important. Poor target selection in skirmishes. That's when you miss the Pantheon. You just went... I mean, again, going for the Jhin was the right idea, but as soon as he flashes, turn on Panth. Straight away. You and Zara can easily kill him. Or you might just have to back off. But the main one I want to emphasize there is you're falling way too far behind on experience and gold. And the best way to stay ahead and have huge map impact, again, watch my video, the way I do it when I execute around my win condition, is by creating an efficient jungle path around your win condition, or the next objective is the easiest way to keep you ahead in experience and gold, as well as having a high map impact. Executed correctly, this is the ultimate balance between farming and ganking. I always get asked this question, Nathan, how do I balance farming and ganking? Well, it's about, ganking for sometimes a waste of time. You could be ganking a lane that doesn't really help you win the game much at all. Instead, creating a really nice, efficient path. Again, there's so many situations where we did stuff bot, and then you should just full clear it up to top, reset, back bot. Kill bot, take dragon, full clear up, reset, back bot. Again and again and again until you break that tower, and then you just play around your bot lane for the rest of the map. So I really want to emphasize that. Really, really important. Staying ahead in experience and gold. And you're just going to be, if you can master this, you're going to be levels and levels ahead of your counterparts. So I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and I'll see you in my next video.